like I said before, quick review. Mr. Trump, what are you going to do about me, with me, for me, against me? These are questions. And whatever answer he gives, don't argue about it. If you are confused about his answer, which you may be, then just ask more questions in order to do what? Get clarification. You don't want to walk away scratching your head wondering what he meant. See, I mean, that's why I said in every area of activity, economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war, which means you're going to have a little time to sit down and have him outline, I'm going to do this about you or for you or against you. You're a black person? Okay, I'm gonna do this against you in the area of economics. Look out for me, because I'm coming after you in economics. And these are I got 6 things here that I'm going to do. Now, I'm not quoting Mr. Trump. He hasn't said nothing like this. I'm just giving this as an illustration, because this applies to every white person according to the counter-racist code. I mean, it shouldn't be any dilemmas. We need to get rid of all the dilemmas where black people are wondering what white people are thinking or what they're going to do. White people are walking around thinking about what black people are thinking and what they're going to do. We need to eliminate that immediately. So just by simply doing what? Asking questions and getting answers to those questions. Any white person that you work with every day, you ask Mr. Trump the same questions you ask everybody else. That's under the spirit and the letter of equality. It's called justice. Talk to everybody the same. Doesn't make any difference what their status is, because you're trying to produce a product called justice, guaranteeing that no person is mistreated and guaranteeing that the person that needs help the most gets the most constructive help. That's the compensatory counter-racist definition for justice. So you just ask people, what's on your mind? What are you going to do about me? What are you going to do with me? What are you going to do against me? And the answer might be anything. I'll just give a hypothetical. Many white people say, well, really, I'm not usually around black people, so I'm not going to do anything about you. I'm not going to do anything with you or against you or for you. I mean, you just go about your business and I go about mine. But then you say, well, wait a minute, we got these 9 areas of activity. And when you interact with any black person, not just me, what is your interaction going to be? So that nobody will be confused. See, the main thing we're trying to get rid of, or should be trying to get rid of, once and for all, is confusion. Confusion. Even boxers in a ring know what the game is, you might say, or what the rules are. That's why before the bell rings, they come out and talk in the center of the ring, and then they retire to their corners, and they come out fighting, you might say, because that's what they agreed to do. Hey, it seems like we're not here for nothing else, so we might as well get it on. I mean, we have eliminated everything else. I mean, getting along any other kind of way, if that's the case. People do it on battlefields. They wave a flag sometimes, and they come out and talk. The mafiosa does the same thing, what they call organized crime. So we have seen in some of the movies and whatnot. People sit down around a table, and they agree or disagree. And what happens at a lot of those tables, which we well know from experience and from observation, particularly as non-white people, is a whole bunch of lies are told. But at least you know that the lies were told, because you asked specific questions. If you ask a specific question, if a person owes you some money, they say, I'm going to pay you Thursday before noon. Thursday passes, and noon passes, and you didn't get your money. You know that you either been lied to or something else happened that person has to explain. And this is what we want. We want clarity more than we want anything. So everybody needs to just, in my opinion, needs to just calm down, even though at the moment I might not sound like I'm calm, but if I as calm as I possibly could, because that's how you get things done. That's the scientific way. You ever go into a laboratory and watch scientists at work? They want it quiet. They want everything systematic. They don't want a lot of shouting and people knocking things over and screaming and yelling. You sit down and you ask questions and get answers to the questions. Even if the answer is I don't know. That's an answer. Because later on you can say, well, you told me you didn't know. But I have found evidence since then, 3 years later, that you knew something about those answers to those questions that I asked you 3 years ago, sir or ma'am. And that's with anybody, white or non-white. That's how we produce a product called justice.